So, folks, welcome to yet another edition of the Panther Fan Talk. My name just so happens to be Eric, and his name just so happens to be Will.
NFC South battle. Carolina Panthers got the Saints coming to town. So, of course, we're here to break it down.
When they come rolling in?
When they come rolling in. Talking, of course, the Panthers struggles on offense. Saints struggles on defense. And that's probably going to be, the keys to the game. Which one of those is able to, do a little better than they have so far this season?
Yep. We know the Saints suck on defense, and so far we suck on offense. So we'll see which one of those overcomes who.
Yeah, so I say let's start with the Saints. Defense, if that's cool with you.
I'm ready to start.
So, obviously the Saints, 32nd in the league defensively so far this year. And they've lost key components. Few injuries. Mostly their number one corner, Lattimore, out with a concussion. Well, he's not officially ruled out, but us here in Carolina, we know all about the concussion scenarios, and it's just not likely that he comes back for this week. I mean, I hope the dude, wish him well. Clearly, you don't want anybody, athlete or non-athlete, suffering a concussion. I mean, that's bad business.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I hope, Saints players miss the game like car trouble or something, but I'm not wishing a concussion on anybody.
Bus breaks down.
But, so yeah, I hope he gets feeling better, gets well, but they're probably going to be without him, and I think that can open up things for our offense against, again, 32nd ranked defense.
Yeah, that's interesting with their, I don't know if he's number one safety, but he's got to be, number two at least.
Yeah, he's number one corner on the team.
And then I was hearing, they were having some safety issues. I heard they benched Kenny Vaccaro, which is interesting. I heard they were trying to trade him. All I'm saying is, man, if this game right here we don't get our offense going, then it might not be any chance for us this season to score any points. The Saints come in, this is a prime time to get us going on the offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the balls look great. And also for the defensive side, this might be the real first test that we get. We got Drew Brees coming in. He's the best quarterback we're going to be playing so far this season in week 3. And it's an interesting time, man. It's very, very interesting.
Easily the best quarterback that we'll be facing. But as you mentioned before that, and I tweeted out way back on Sunday, actually, this is a get-right game for our offense, for Cam.
Right.
It's the recipe that every team wants when their offense is struggling, is that Saints defense. I think we get things going there, but as far as Drew Brees, he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greats that's ever played. However, their offense, and I've heard this a lot, they're going to put up points. It's on ESPN. They're going to put up points all over Twitter. They're going to put up points. I don't know that. They're averaging 19 points a game this season.
Yep.
They played the Patriots, who had 42 hung on them the first week. So, I know, the Patriots are the Patriots, but you got a defense that just had 42 put on you by Kansas City, not exactly a juggernaut.
No.
And that same defense holds a team to 19 the following week. That's not a good sign for that team's offense. And, of course, we know all too well one of their primary weapons, and that sir drops a lot, Ted Ginn.
Man, I heard on the radio this week about, people were saying, they don't understand how we let Ted Ginn go, and, we should never let it happen. Listen, man, Ted Ginn just can't catch. The dude has freaking, baby hands or something, I don't know. He just can't catch. If he could catch, he would be a top 7 receiver in the league.
Yeah, he'd be a Hall of Famer if he
He can get open. The dude might be the best go route runner, maybe in the league. The dude just can't catch. And then I heard him say something about, we know Bird's not as good as him, or Curtis Samuel's not as good as him. We don't freaking know that. They haven't had their chance yet, man. Freaking Schuler, or they haven't been, to get into the game to see exactly what they got. So, I mean, all that stupid tag in stuff. And we know what he does on punt returns. Like, let him catch a punt, he's just going to run the bounds or call fair catch. So, I mean, that's not even nothing to worry about. But.
So, McCaffrey has had lackluster performance so far compared to the hype. For me, one of the keys to the game is we got to lean on our backs. Get it back away from that hole. Let's just chunk it deep. I mean, I do think the deep shots will be there against the Saints team, but don't just depend on that. I'm at the game last Sunday, and especially in the second half, it's all deep routes. All deep routes. Yeah, Cam missed some checkdowns where McCaffrey just floats out to the side. But as far as the actual routes, the first, second, third receivers, they're all deep.
Yeah.
We're missing Greg Olsen. So we mentioned our offense getting going, being a key to the game for Carolina. Do you have any more keys for Carolina? And how about New Orleans?
Carolina, man, I mean, I feel like our play calling has to be better. And I also feel like we have to get the play out sooner. I don't know exactly whose fault that is, if that's Shula or Cam or what it is. But we have to quit going on, run the play clock all the way down to 1. Because that's just giving the defense, an extra jump already on us. I mean, not like the Saints are great or anything, but, you don't want nobody, jumping a snap count, and knowing every time we're going to go on 1, and then that's just it's freaking just easy.
All right, and so if the Saints are going to have a chance, I think they're going to have to put points up, just like I said, against a team that hasn't given up a touchdown this season.
Mm-hmm.
And because of those two things, I see Carolina winning. Again, I don't believe in the Saints offense to be where it used to be, and our defense is legit. I do think they can get a touchdown possibly, but I see us winning 27-16.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We're the number 2 passing defense. They're the number 2 passing offense, I think. So, I don't know. This is the game for our offense to get right, I feel. I feel like we win this 35-21, being at home. So, it's pretty
all
much
right.
That's all I got.
So check us out on Twitter.
Panther Fan Talk. I'm at Eric the 6'5".
And as always, check us out right back here before each and every game. Panther Fan Talk on YouTube. And as always,
Keep
bounding.